Cyril Ramaphosa has signed the Divorce Amendment Bill into law. The act now recognizes Muslim marriages and safeguards the interests of women and children. It follows a constitutional court ruling that the act was unconstitutional as excluded Muslim marriages. Khensani Motileni from the Women's Legal Center joins us now to discuss this further. Khensani, good morning to you. Thank you very much for joining us here on Newslink on eNCA this morning. Let's please start by helping us understand exactly what these changes are.
Good morning to you and your viewers. So the significant changes are that the new amendments ensure that women married in terms of Muslim rights can now be able to approach the courts when they believe that their marriages have broken down irretrievably and actually have divorce proceedings in those courts and have a legally binding court order in order to enforce their rights. And this also further means they will be allowed to, the courts will then now be able to determine a just and equitable distribution of the assets that were acquired during the marriage relationship. Because in most instances, we know that most Muslim women in Muslim marriages are actually caregivers and are actually home-based and provide unpaid care work.
And of course, you mentioned the redistribution of assets there lastly, because we've seen many, not just women suffer, but also their dependents, the minor children that are born from these Muslim marriages, right?
Yes, no, definitely. So the great significance which comes with the amendment is that it now also gives protection and legal recognition for children born from these marriages. So now the court automatically makes it its business to ensure that whatever order is made is actually in the best interest of the child.
It's not just for Islamic marriages that will take place from here, Khensani. Is it also for those that got married according to the Muslim faith long ago?
So the constitutional court order actually made reference to a cutoff. So it's not a retrospective application, but there's actually a cutoff time. So if your divorce has actually been finalized until this point, this will not apply to you.
I understand, but if you are still married under the Muslim faith, then going forward, this would indeed apply to you. Talk to me about why this is so important to protect women's rights, especially in a country as diverse as South Africa.
It's significantly important because, I mean, women suffer compounded discrimination every day of their lives, right? And this significant step ensures that women are seen, women are recognized, and that they are protected. Women are often left destitute in their marriages, especially when their marriages break down, and at most they are left homeless and most vulnerable people in society. So it's very important to ensure that there's legal certainty for women whenever they want to leave their marriage relationships and actually move on with their lives, knowing that the law actually protects them and that they will not be walking away with nothing and starting from scratch. So it's obviously unfortunate that it has taken this time. However, we are happy as an organization that at least everything is moving in the right direction and that women finally have legal certainty and their rights will be protected at all times.
Absolutely. Khensani, what would you say to women watching this morning that perhaps don't understand the process so well as to how they now get this bill to work to their advantage?
Okay, there has been some confusion, and the confusion has been that women have been asking whether they need a religious declaration to end their Muslim marriages. However, with this amendment, you don't need any religious declaration. You can go to your nearest family court and institute divorce proceedings. You are protected and you will be assisted.
Very, very important information there. And this is also just reminding me of the importance of activism and really just teaching people on the ground on how the law does protect them. Khensani, do you think enough is being done in this regard in our country?
Obviously, not enough is being done because, I mean, it has taken such a long time for us to reach to this point. The wheels of justice honestly turn at a very slower pace. However, with the right political will, with the right work and the right support from our stakeholders, then women should not experience any injustice further.